Hi YouTubers, and welcome to week 36 of my pregnancy blog. So yes, almost made it to full term, which is very exciting. So week 36, didn't do an awful lot, chilled out mainly, took it easy, had lots of back pain once again, so couldn't go very far or do very much. But the most exciting thing that I did do is my very last maternity shoot. I haven't had any other pictures back yet, so I can't show you those, but as soon as I do get them I will put them onto my next video so you guys could have a little look to see what I got up to. But I do actually have a little snippet of the photo shoot, so I'll show you that at the end, so you get to see what I was doing at the end. It's only a quick little clip just to briefly show you guys. Anyway, yeah, also week 36 growth spurt, the just when the belly got so big that I didn't think it was possible to get bigger, it got bigger. It got a lot rounder, it got a lot lower, it got a lot heavier, but luckily still no stretch marks on my stomach. The piercing that I have, the little stretch marks that I have around my piercing, that I used to have my piercing, my belly button, they have grown a little bit more, but not so much, so they've kind of, I've got a little bit of stretch marks there, and they've just stayed the same sort of thickness. And so, but I have been putting on cream, I've been putting coconut oil on it, coconut butter, sorry, and what else, and bio oil as well. So I've been putting that on every now and then, not as religiously as I should do, because I'm terrible at doing things like that, but yeah, I've been putting that on, so I think that helps, or whether it was just that my skin needed to have those stretch marks just to let the baby grow that little bit extra, and now it's stopped. I don't know, but yeah, but I have noticed that I'm starting to get stretch marks now on my hips, so on my back of my hips, quite low down, so I don't know whether that's because of the baby dropping down and being engaged. The hips obviously are loosening up, and I think maybe because they've got a bit bigger and wider, I'm starting to get stretch marks there now. I didn't know, my partner told me about it, so because obviously I can't really see around there. So yeah, well, again, I'm looking after that as well, trying to put, once again, coconut butter on it, but I'm terrible at doing things like that. And the only other thing that I've noticed is nothing physical, it's all mental. Some reason I have had the fear, and the fear is when I was 2 months, 6 months, 8 months pregnant, I had little episodes of this where I was scared that if I was happy about my pregnancy, that somehow I would lose my pregnancy. And not that I've been scared of losing my baby all the way through, but I just thought that if I was happy about it and people could see how happy I was about it, that I don't know, by some fate or something would happen, and I would no longer be pregnant anymore. And what happened was, in week 36 I had this little kind of mini breakdown almost, where I had a panic attack, and I was terrified, absolutely terrified about the labour, about giving birth. I was scared that I would either give birth to a stillborn baby, or something would be wrong with her and she'd be rushed away, and you know, she would die there in hospital, or you know, that further down the line she is gonna, you know, have cot death, And it's a terrifying feeling, you know. When I started getting these feelings, I looked online straight away, and apparently it's a very, very common feeling to have, and especially when you're getting so close to the end as well. It's apparently a common anxiety issue that a lot of pregnant women have, and that is fear that something really bad's going to happen to their baby, either before labour, during labour, or after labour. So it's nice to know that so many other people have that fear. I mean, it's not nice to have that fear, I wouldn't want it on anyone, but it was nice to know that I wasn't alone and that I wasn't thinking too irrationally, because when you're pregnant you go through so many different emotions, and it's a bit of a roller coaster, especially if it's your first one. And you're so happy and you're delighted, and you know your life is going to change forever, and this little bump has changed so much about you, where you go, who you socialise with. It changes what you're allowed to do, how long you're awake for, you know, your sleep patterns. It changes you, who you are. Pregnancy really changes a woman, and well, it changed me anyway. And you know, to think that all these things that you're going through, you're doing it for a reason, you're doing it for a baby, and to have that baby taken away at the end of it is absolutely terrifying. It's so scary, it's horrible, and to love something so much that although I can feel it, I know she's alive, the only difference is that she's in my belly and not out my belly. She's not here yet, and to love something so much that you can't physically see is insane. So yeah, I've been getting some really weird fears and anxiety problems about that. Not all the time, it's only occasionally, and I did have a little bit of a panic attack. I couldn't breathe, I panicked and was crying and sobbing uncontrollably and petrified that something so bad was going to happen. But luckily I calmed down and, you know, sort of almost gave myself a slap on the face and just said, you know, just chill out, everything's going to be fine. Anxiety is something that a lot of pregnant women suffer from, and for lots of different reasons, you know. I mean, I've heard about women having anxiety problems and stressing out and breaking down in you know, supermarkets, crying their eyes out because they didn't have the right flavour of crisps, or they couldn't get the right toilet paper they wanted. So I actually think I'm doing okay. I haven't had anything like that happen to me yet, you know. I haven't had any weird cravings for anything crazy, you know, so I think I'm doing all right, you know. So, but yeah, that was it for week 36. That was the only other thing that I could think about. Well, that sort of my mental state was a little bit roller coaster that week. But apart from that, yeah, all good, all good. So please get in touch if you've had any similar fears, or if you're going through anything at the moment and you'd like to just ask me about how I dealt with it, or if I've had any other kind of issues. Just give me a message. You know, I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, that's my week 36 video, and I will put up week 37 as soon as I can. So take care of yourselves, and thank you everyone for watching. So goodbye.